Well, somebody's going to come out frantic with the time. Back in the line, you know? And then we saw them coming out. Do you remember that? Oh, I forgot. Hi.
I did already.
Oh, you did?
He's hiding from it. He just doesn't want to be on the camera. I don't know. That's how bad he doesn't want to be on it. He's hiding.
Sleeping with his name.
Why you wearing I love
The voice by that little
Oh yeah, that's what we just
Greetings. On behalf of the class of 1990, I would like to welcome all of you, parents, relatives, friends, faculty, and members of the dais. As I reflect back over this past school year, I realize that our graduates have worked hard to reach this phase in their educational careers. And as they move on to the next phase, anxiously and sometimes apprehensively, let us all lend to them the proper role models, guidance, and support, which is truly needed to further their education. At this time, we will begin the ceremony. Mr. Koch, will you please advance the colors? Ms. Olson, Mr. Blake, please present the class of 1990. several announcements I would like to make. Provisions have been made for photographs by a professional photographer. We ask that you please refrain from coming up near the dais to make photographs. Also, if you wish, candidates can be made with staff members, the administration, after the ceremony in the hallway if you need anyone to pose with the students. Lastly, please remain in your seats until the graduates have left the gymnasium. Do not crowd the doors, preventing them from a clear exit. Please stay seated until they have left. At this time, we will call upon our Student Council President, Craig Skilling, for the pledge, which will be followed by the Star Spangled Banner. Craig.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all.
I'm going to call upon Father Edward Sullivan, pastor of Our Lady of the Assumption Church, for the invocation.
Oh God, we ask you to bless these students, their parents and relatives and friends, all their teachers. We ask them to give the strength to keep the spirit which they have acquired over these years, keep it alive in their hearts and in their minds, help them to join the ranks of other people in the world to be good citizens and good Christians. We thank you for allowing us to be here with you. We ask you to help us always in our lives and the grace of each and every one of us to be able to be good and to put into practice not only our nation's heritage, but also the great gift of love that you have given us all. We thank you. We promise that we will try to live up to your standards. These are the standards of the whole world, the standards of righteousness, the standards of goodness, the standards of kindness. Bless them and give them all the luck that they need so that they can become good citizens in the future. Thank you. We ask you. God bless you.
Thank you, Father Sullivan. Please be seated. Next, we have the Board of Education. President of the Board, Mrs. Della Weaver. Vice President of the Board, Mr. Carl Triola. Board Member and Trustee, Mr. Everett Newman. Board Member and Trustee, Mr. Anthony Archipenti, I hope. Board Member and Trustee, Mrs. Gloria Quinones. Board Member and Trustee, Mr. Stephen Smith. Now in the Central Administration, Superintendent of Schools, Mr. George Apuzzi. Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instructions, Mr. Edward Kilkelly. Assistant Superintendent for Finance and Operations, Mrs. Eleanor Tritt. And now the junior high school principal, Mr. Albert Vonnevel. Assistant Mr. Vonnevel, Mr. Michael Hotchkiss, assistant principal. Next, valedictorian, number 1 student this year, Thomas Komzik. Our number 2 student, salutatorian, Kareem Rowe. And our student council president, Craig Skilling. I'm yours truly, William Harris, also assistant principal. Dr. Deborah King. Director of Pupil Personnel Services, Dr. Thomas Giannotti.
Good evening, fellow students, parents, family, teachers, and administrators. I am extremely honored to be the salutatorian for the class of 1990. We have studied intensely for the last 3 years, and our determination and motivation has enabled us to welcome this transition from junior high to high school. It's difficult leaving the junior high, however, it's inevitable, and we therefore are willing to accept the new challenges that lie ahead. We must reestablish ourselves to a high level of education in order to prepare ourselves for the world of tomorrow. This is a time when our participation in various school programs is of utmost importance, and setting goals for ourselves and utilizing our full capabilities to accomplish them is also important to our success. We experienced friendship, laughter, good times, and fond memories in these last 3 years, memories we will always treasure, and we eagerly look forward to the high school with these warm feelings that are happy and yet sad. Congratulations, good luck, and best wishes to the graduating class of 1990.
Good evening. On behalf of the Board of Education and the total school community, it's certainly a distinct pleasure to be here this evening to offer our most sincere congratulations to the 8th grade class of 1990. Appropriately, graduation is a time for each individual to express appreciation for his or her achievements. Graduation is certainly an opportune time to make known true appreciation for parents and family. Graduation is a very logical time to look back on the support, assistance, and motivation given by teachers, building administrators, and all of the support staff. Graduation is a time to pause and show appreciation for the friends you have made in the past 3 years. Importantly, about yourself, be optimistic about your abilities to meet the exciting challenges that await you in Copiague High School, and be determined to prove it in your own individual and unique way. Important time to rededicate yourself to developing your God-given abilities and talents, as that family, teachers, administrators, and friends, and best wishes to each of our proud graduates.
And a special welcome to the graduating class of 1990. I'm greatly honored to be the valedictorian for the class of 1990. For the past 3 years, we have studied hard, paid attention in class, and tried very hard to reach this evening. For the past 3 years, because we will be leaving teachers and administrators we have known, and because we also leave behind our experiences of friendship and education. To succeed in life, we need the key to success in our future. Tonight we will receive our diplomas, but that isn't what graduation is totally about. Graduating class of 1990, and may all of you find your place in the world as individuals. Thank you.
Good evening, graduates, parents, members of the Board of Education, administrators, staff, and guests. On behalf of the faculty and administration of the junior high school, I congratulate each and every one of you on your graduation this evening. And at the same time, I extend to you our best wishes for continued success at the high school. You cannot continue to be successful in school without setting attainable goals and then working hard each day in the classroom and then again each evening at home to attain those goals. Best each and every time you'll be successful in school. Better yet, you'll be successful as a person. Interest and sharing in the joy and excitement of your child's successes will only help your child accomplish more in the future. At door, all of us who have had the opportunity to work with you for the past 3 years wish you well. I would like to take just a few moments this evening to talk to you a little bit about the accomplishments of our students in the class of 1990. Over 180 of the students that are sitting here with us this evening gained 1 high school credit in our junior high school, either in French, German, Italian, or Spanish, by successfully completing the recently administered New York State Foreign Language Proficiency Examination. This group had our highest scores ever on the New York State 8th grade social studies test. Also, 31 of our students gained high school credit by successfully completing the sequential 1 math regents. Some of our students are going to high school with 3 credits of high school credit. The students that are sitting here with us this evening had a cumulative average of over 90% for 3 years at our junior high school. It is my absolute pleasure to bestow diplomas to all of the students here this evening. Thank you.
At this time, we're going to make the presentations of the diplomas. And I would like to ask Ms. Olson if she would prepare the girls to receive their diplomas. Robert D'Ambrosio. Before I proceed, girls, we've talked about this a number of times. Joanne Astolfo. Laura Babjack. Colin Barry. Michelle Bassett. Natalie Basso. Melinda Berrios. Christina Bonanno. Lisa Caver. Jennifer Kavanaugh. Lorraine Cheatham. Elena Chetty. Diana Fester. Rachel Friedlander. Jennifer Oakman. Jennifer Odell. Todd Jackson. Robert Giuliano. David Lamar. Jerry Lewis. Shankar Maharaj. Edgar Martin. Gerson Martinez. Michael McBowman. John McClure. George Vielson. Francisco Virgil Green. To thank all of you for your attention, and at this time I will ask for your cooperation in clearing the back exit so that the graduates may leave